Yes, guys and girls, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kingy, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different around here. Which is actually a bit of a lie because we have done this before a little while ago. But today we're going to be predicting the 2026 World Cup. That's right, today is Wednesday the 10th of June. Tomorrow the World Cup starts. And even though England's first game isn't until next Wednesday the 17th, your boy's birthday, by the way. So please win, England. I thought we would test our knowledge, use my big footballing brain, and predict the 2026 World Cup with a bit of a twist. But we'll get to the twist at the end. So let's head over to the website. As you'll see, we are on the FIFA website, the official FIFA website. We are doing the bracket challenge. So we're going to start with the core bracket, which means we have to pick the group stage. Or not, predict the group stage, sorry. We have to predict the group stage. Could auto-pick. But that's not what we're here for. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Here we go then. I've predicted the group stage. Now, I am so interested to hear everybody's thoughts in the comment section down below. Because I'm sure there's going to be loads that we disagree on. But let me talk you through my group stage predictions. And I'll be honest, there's not really much rhyme or rhythm or logic that went into it. This is like from memory of seeing some of these teams' more recent games and their form and stuff like that. But I haven't watched a lot of international football, really. I've been watching, obviously, the England games as and when, but other than that, I don't really watch a lot of international football. So this may be well off. If I get even one of these groups correct, I'll consider that a win. I'll be very happy. So, Group A, I've gone for the Czech Republic to top it, Korea to finish second, Mexico to finish third, and South Africa to finish fourth. Group B, I've gone for Switzerland to top their group, Qatar to finish second. Now, Qatar had a really good World Cup last time round. Scrap that. I don't know what I'm talking about. They finished bottom of their group with no points. Shit. Qatar are going to finish bottom of their group. I told you I know nothing about football. Are Canada going to finish above Bosnia? Ignore Group B. Group B could be very bad. I've changed all my answers. Switzerland are going to top it. Canada second. Bosnia third. Qatar to go home. They're going to pick up a point this time. We got Group C. Brazil, Scotland, Haiti and Morocco. Now, I think it's actually... I'm going to put myself on a limb here and say this. I think it's going to be very close between Scotland and Haiti. I think they might be, not necessarily the underdogs, but I think they're going to surprise a few people. That's where they finished bottom and no points in it. Group D, I'm going with Turkey to top the group, even though they had to get qualification through the playoffs. I think Turkey are going to top their group. They've not got the hardest of groups. I think Australia finished second, USA third, and Paraguay fourth. You'll see I've got none of the host nations winning their group. But none of them to get dumped out of the group stage officially, which may be wrong, although not all of the third place teams go through, do they? This World Cup's very confusing. It's too many teams. FIFA, sort it out. Where we at? Group E. I've got Germany to top their group. Again, not a hard group. Ivory Coast to finish second. Ecuador third. I think it's going to be close between them two. And unfortunately, Curacao to finish bottom. In Group F, we are going with Japan to win. Netherlands finished second, Sweden third, Tunisia fourth. These could be well off, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are. But this is my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And better yet, click the link in the description, do your own prediction. We'll do a little league, and we'll see who's got the bigger football brain. Spoilers, it's not me. Group G, Belgium are going to win their group. Surely. I know Belgium's kind of golden age is over, but they've still got quite a strong team. I think Belgium win, Egypt second, New Zealand third, Iran. I'd be surprised if Iran are even allowed to turn up, to be honest, but we'll say that they do and they finish fourth. Group H, Spain and Uruguay to go through top two, Saudi Arabia third, and Cabo Verde fourth. I don't think they're going to pick up a point. Maybe against Saudi, but Saudi again shocked a few teams at the last World Cup. I know nothing about football. To be fair, though, in the first game of the 2022 World Cup, they did beat Argentina, who, as you'll remember, went on to win the whole thing. So they still finished their bottom, though. They've finished their group bottom with 3 points. So, bro, I don't know what he's talking about. Group I, France to top the group, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. I think Norway. I'm not sure. I was very torn between Senegal and Norway, but I feel like Senegal have had better form. I know it's hard to say because like the European qualifications are different, but I feel like Senegal's form's been a bit better. Norway are a very carried team. You know, outside of Haaland and Odegaard. I'm yapping. I'm going to make such a fool of myself. Anyway, Group J, Argentina to go through top, the defending world champions. Australia second, Algeria third, and Jordan fourth. 0 points maybe. I don't know. Group K, Portugal going to go through top. Colombia to follow second. I feel like they're going to go through quite comfortably. And then Uzbekistan and Congo are just there to make up the numbers, really. Group L, if you asked me outside of doing this prediction, I would have said that England are going to go out the groups. But looking at our group, I think Croatia's golden age is well over. You know, their good players are a bit older now. They're pushing 40, if not 40 already. They've got an older team. I do think they'll qualify, though. I do think they'll go through to the knockouts. I think Ghana will finish third, and Panama, I think, will struggle. Again, we can look back on this in like over a month and laugh when I've got it completely wrong. But this is what I think the groups are going to look like. However, we're not straight onto the knockouts because we've got to pick the best third place teams. There we go. 8 of which, it's kind of mad. Because even if you finish third, only 4 of the third place teams are going to get eliminated. Kind of crazy. All right, let me pick my 8. I think Mexico, USA, Norway, Sweden stand out. Ghana, we got 1, 2, we got 5. Ecuador, I really want to put Haiti in there as like the wild card. Fuck it. It's my predictions. There we go. So the top or the best third placed, these teams. There you go. Next. Groups completed. You have completed your groups. Now pick your knockouts. Let's go. Let's see what the knockouts look like. So remember, it doesn't go to a round of 16. It goes to a round of 32 because of the amount of teams that are in this bloody World Cup. However, it leaves us with quite some big clashes, including Germany against America, France, Sweden, Korea, Canada, Japan, Scotland, Colombia, Croatia, Spain, Austria, Turkey, Ecuador, Belgium, Mexico, Brazil, Netherlands, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Czech Republic versus Haiti, England, Norway. Jesus, which would be a tough game. Argentina, Uruguay, Australia, Egypt, Switzerland, New Zealand, and Portugal, Ghana. Let's go to the top. I think Germany beat the USA. I feel like, yeah, Germany beat the USA. Come on. Well, didn't Germany and USA play a friendly recently? Literally 4 days ago. And Germany won 2-1. I thought Germany would have won that comfortably. Germany go through. Germany knock America out. France, Sweden. I feel like France win. Big clash of round of 16. Korea, Canada. Korea go through. Japan, Scotland. This is a tough one. I'm going to put Scotland. It's their first World Cup in a very long time. I'm going to put Scotland. Maybe on penalties. Maybe it goes to penalties and Scotland win. Colombia, Croatia. I think Croatia will go through just. Spain, Austria. Spain. Turkey, Ecuador. I'm going to say Turkey on penalties. Belgium, Mexico. Ooh. See, Belgium are known to underperform in international tournaments. Like, Belgium got knocked out in the group stage of the 2022 World Cup. So, Mexico. I'm going to put Mexico on penalties, which would actually leave them as the last host nation. I'm going to put Mexico on penalties. Brazil, Netherlands. I don't actually know. I'm going to say Brazil. Something's telling me Brazil. I don't know why. I'm going to put Brazil. I know Brazil's golden age is over, but I'm going to say Brazil. Ivory Coast, Senegal. I'm going to say Senegal, possibly. I don't know. Czech Republic versus Haiti. We're going to say Czech. Haiti got to the round of 32. Good going, but they're out. No, I should be saying England here. But I don't want to seem like I'm too biased. I'm going to say England. I might be wrong. I'm going to say England. Argentina, Uruguay. I'm saying Argentina. Australia, Egypt. I'm actually going to say Australia. Switzerland, New Zealand. I'm going to say Switzerland. And then Portugal, Ghana. We're going to go for Portugal. Which leaves us round of 16. Some big clashes, actually. Germany, France in probably the heavyweight match of the bracket. Korea, Scotland. Croatia, Spain. Turkey, Mexico. Brazil, Senegal. Czech Republic, England. Argentina, Australia. And Switzerland, Portugal. For places in the quarterfinals. I'm going to say France beat Germany. Korea beat Scotland. Spain beat Croatia. I'm going to put Mexico in the quarterfinals. I feel like one of the host nations has to do okay. Brazil beat Senegal. We beat the Czech Republic. Argentina beat Australia. And Portugal, nearly missed that. Portugal beat Switzerland. Which leads us to the quarterfinals. And again, some big clashes. Watch it be nothing like this. And the games, pardon me, the matches are all dead up until then. But in my version of this year's World Cup, we've got France versus Korea in the quarterfinals, Spain versus Mexico, Brazil, England, Argentina, Portugal. What a match, by the way. Probably the very last time Messi and Ronaldo would play each other. Keep that in mind. I'm going to say France beat Korea, Spain beat Mexico, we beat Brazil, and actually I'm going to say Portugal beat Argentina. I feel like I've got this well wrong. All right, semi-finals, France beat Spain. I'm very, 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 very wishful thinking. We beat Portugal, which leads to the 2026 World Cup final, France versus England, in which England lose to France in the final. There's no way. France win the World Cup. That's as much as I can say about that. Let's save that. So there we go. We chose France as our champion. I'm going to do a little predictions league list, I think it'll be. And I'll chuck the link in the description down below. It'll also be in my Discord server. So we can have a little fun with it. See who's got the bigger football brain. We're not done there, though. This is my friend ChatGPT. Let me get ChatGPT to predict the full 2026 World Cup as well. And then, obviously, next month, once the World Cup's over and done with, we can come back. We can compare results, and we can see if I'm smarter than AI. Or can AI predict the future? Is football scripted today? I know all this. Let's find out. Okay, so I've just put in, could you please predict the entire 2026 FIFA World Cup? Please. I want to see what your final group standings will be for each team and then predict the brackets and winners from the round of 32 all the way up to the World Cup final where you will pick the 2026 FIFA World Cup winner. ChatGPT has responded, I'll pick this like a proper prediction sheet, confirm the official 2026 groups and formats first, then give you the group tables, the full round of 32 bracket, and my winner. And now it's building. Here we go. It's going to treat this as its prediction, not what it wants to happen. Let me get my prediction up as well, so we can do it side by side. Oh, there you go, groups. Right, let's have a look. Oh. Okay, so Group A, I predicted. Let's put it the other way around. What's going on here? I predicted Czech Republic to top, Korea second, Mexico third, South Korea fourth. ChatGPT has South Africa bottom, Korea third, Mexico top. Just on the points as well. Okay, interesting. Group B, we've both got Switzerland top. We've got Canada and Bosnia switched, and Qatar to finish on 0 points. I think that's accurate. Group C, Brazil, Scotland, Haiti, Morocco. Oh, ChatGPT has Brazil winning, same as we do. Morocco second, Scotland third and Haiti on 0 points. That's interesting. Sorry, mate. Scotland get the heartbreak treatment. You know I'm not Scottish, bro, right? Moving on. Group D, they have America to win. Turkey second. Australia third. Paraguay fourth. USA to top. I don't know. I really hope that's not right. Let's go to Group E. They've got Canada, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Curacao. We've essentially got Ecuador and the Ivory Coast switch the other way round. Group F, they've actually got Netherlands to win and Japan to finish second. Tunisia bottom, Sweden third. So far, the only team it thinks are going to win all 3 group games is Brazil, which I could actually see. They think Scotland's only going to win 1, which I'm guessing is against Haiti. Let's go to Group G was next, wasn't it? Group G. There we go. They've got Iran to finish second. Drawn on Egypt with points. That's an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. Okay. Group H, they've actually got Cape Verde to pick up a win. I'm guessing over Saudi Arabia, who finished bottom. So we've got Saudi and Cape Verde. Have FIFA got it wrong or have I got it wrong? No, or have ChatGPT got it wrong? Who's got it wrong? Group I, we've predicted exactly the same. Iraq 0, Norway 3rd, Senegal 2nd, France to top the group. They actually say Spain are going to win all 3 group games as well. Same as in Group J for Argentina. Algeria and Austria swapped around, and then Jordan to finish last. We've got the same for Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, and Congo. And then Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Okay, so kind of similar. A few big surprises. The top 8, we had Mexico, USA, Ecuador, Norway, Sweden, Ghana, Haiti, New Zealand. They've got Scotland to be completely out. I had Scotland to get to the round, like a knockout stage, just to miss out in the round, in the 3rd place. Korea, Republic, and Scotland, who I've got both in the knockout stage. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I've got Ghana as well, and Cabo Verde. They're saying Canada. I agree to get to the knockouts. Australia, we've got in the knockouts. Ivory Coast, we've got in the knockouts. Sweden, we've got in the knockouts. Egypt, I think we put Egypt in the knockouts. Norway, we've got in the knockouts. Austria, I think we had Austria in the knockouts. And Uzbekistan. Well, all right, let's go to our round of 32. So obviously the games are going to be very different, but it'll be interesting the further in the bracket we get. So like, the quarters, the semis, the finals, if we've got the same kind of teams in there, like last 8, last 4 and winners. Let's have a look. So round of 32, they've got Czechia against Bosnia. We had Czechia against Haiti and Czechia to win. Okay. Germany against Australia. We had Germany against USA, Germany to win. Netherlands versus Morocco. We didn't have Morocco, did we? We had Netherlands, Brazil, with Brazil knocking them out. They've got Netherlands to win. They had Brazil, Japan instead, with Brazil to win. France versus Sweden. We had France versus Sweden. France to win. Okay. Maybe I am intelligent. Artificially intelligent. Ecuador versus Senegal. I don't think I had either of those teams. Did I? Oh yeah, I had Senegal against the Ivory Coast. Senegal to win as well, okay. They had Mexico against the Ivory Coast. We had Mexico against Belgium with Mexico winning. They also say Mexico are going to win. They're saying England versus Uzbekistan, which is a much nicer bloody draw than what I gave us against Norway, with England to win. USA versus Canada, that game will go off, bro. We had USA, Germany, obviously USA to get knocked out, and Canada to get knocked out. They're saying USA is going to make the round of 16. Belgium against Austria. We have Belgium against Mexico. Belgium to win. Belgium to lose. They're saying Belgium will win. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm questioning my predictions. Colombia versus Croatia. We had Colombia versus Croatia. Croatia to win. Okay, we're on the same sort of wavelength. Spain against Algeria. We had Spain against Austria, with Spain to win. They're going Spain to win against Algeria. Switzerland versus Egypt. We had Switzerland, New Zealand, Australia, Egypt, with Switzerland to go through, which is what we had as well. Argentina, Uruguay, big South American clash, which is what we had as well, with Argentina to go through. Portugal versus Norway, okay, which we had Norway to go out, which means Portugal would go through, which they've got as well. And then Turkey versus Iran. We had Turkey against Ecuador, with Turkey to win. So a lot of our round of 32 matches have been closer than what the group stage were, like the group predictions. Although a lot of the group predictions, we had like the same winner mostly, but the second and third switch round. So let's move on to the round of 16. They are going with the Czech Republic versus Netherlands, and Netherlands to win. We've got Czech Republic versus England, with Czech Republic going out, and Netherlands we've already got knocked out. Interesting. So they're saying Netherlands are going to make the quarterfinals. We knock Netherlands out in the round of 32. They've also gone for Germany against France, which is what we've got, with France to go through. Brazil versus Senegal. We've got Brazil versus Senegal. Brazil to win. Okay. Mexico, England. We had Czech Republic, England, with England to win. That we knocked one of the host nations out. Well, as if the world doesn't hate us enough. Croatia versus Spain, which we had as well, with Spain to win. Okay. USA versus Belgium. Now, we had USA are gone, long gone. Did we get rid of Belgium as well? Yeah, we did. So, both of them are already gone. Argentina, Turkey. We had Argentina, Australia, with Argentina to win. And Turkey against Mexico, with Mexico to win. So they're saying Turkey will go up round of 16, so are we. And then Switzerland versus Portugal, which is what we had, with Portugal to win. Now, they're saying this gives us an absolutely disgusting quarterfinal lineup. So let's have a look who we had in the quarters, which is true. France, Korea, Spain, Mexico, Brazil, England, Argentina, Portugal. That's filthy, but what did ChatGPT say for the quarterfinals? Netherlands, France, Spain, Belgium, Brazil, England. They say England get knocked out in the quarterfinals, which is massive. And Argentina, Portugal. Okay. So their final four looks quite similar. They've got France, Korea, with France to go through. Spain, Mexico, with Spain to... with Spain to go through. They've got France and Spain as well. Brazil, England, which is what we've got. But they're saying Brazil to go through. And then Argentina, Portugal. We put Portugal to go through. They put... So yeah, their semis is well different. And their semis is very different. So we've got England, Portugal, and France, Spain. They've got France, Spain, with Spain winning and Argentina beating Brazil. We've got France beating Spain and England beating Portugal. They're saying that Spain are going to beat Argentina in the World Cup final. Yeah, they're saying Spain will beat Argentina in the World Cup final. And we've said France will beat England. So they're saying France get knocked out in the semis and England knocked out in the quarters. They're going Spain. They feel like the best tournament balance, technical control, young legs, attacking variety, and enough experience to handle knockout pressure. Argentina make one last ridiculous run, but I think Spain edge the final and become world champions. That surprised me. That has big time surprised me. But that was my predictions, and that's AI's predictions. What are your predictions on the World Cup? Who's winning the World Cup? Who's going to be the big surprises? I'm going to drop the link to the predictions league or whatever in the comments section. Not in the comment section, in the description. So click that, do your predictions, and let's put our footballing knowledge to the test. We are going to come back to this video after the World Cup is all said and done. We're going to review my predictions. We will review AI's predictions. And if someone beats me in the predictions league, whoever wins the predictions league, we'll review their predictions as well. But yeah, that is it. Who's excited for the World Cup? I know I am. We've got a week today until England's first game in the World Cup, so a little while to wait, but there's plenty of football to get us through it. Until then, I've been Kingy. You've all been beautiful, and I will see you whenever you next look at me on your screens. Peace!